All right, we're live after I cycled through like 2 other scenes.
Yay!
Yay, professional. It's been a week, guys. I am currently sunburned really bad from the elbow to the shoulder because I decided to wear a sleeveless shirt outside.
Yeah. Cause America.
I've been wearing long sleeve cotton shirt when I'm outside. However, I ain't been outside the last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've developed my hella summer farmer's tan. But I decided to wear a sleeveless shirt while outside a couple times this last week because we had kids over that were swimming, and then when they got done, that meant that, and everybody took home their kids. That meant that I still had a couple hours of sunlight, and I could go lay in a pool.
Yeah.
I'm not above getting in one of those 10 by 6 foot inflatable Walmart pools. I am that little bit of white trash right there. But because of that and mowing earlier this week, I have been sunburned really heavily. Like the upper part of my arms, I can feel them, and also my face is letting me know, yes, you sunburned me too.
Ain't been able to mow the last week either.
I mowed the day before 4th of July, and we've gotten so much rain that it's already above my ankles and heading towards mid shin.
Yeah. No, I have no idea what that's like. We have had where specifically where I'm living. We have had approximately 3.5 inches of rain in the past. I don't know, 4 months.
How y'all are not getting the Gulf Coast rain
Oh,
thing?
simple. It keeps going the fuck around us.
Is it assuming y'all are a bad neighborhood?
It'll literally storm 3 miles in any direction around where we're at, but it will. But we have not.
Did you piss off Zeus?
I don't know.
I know it's easy to do, but
Yeah, it is.
we have had every day. It's like being in New Orleans, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock on the dot, rain for 30 minutes. But it's not a good slow rain. It is a hot rain that the second that it stops, it's just enough rain to piss you off. Because now you can't mow. Now you can't do yard work because everything's freaking wet. You're glad because the garden got some rain, but also everything outside is as hot as Satan's armpit.
Last Sunday, in 2 hours' time, I drank 2 gallons of water. The feels like temperature was 118 degrees when I hurt my hand. But these rains have dropped the feel like temperature down to the 90s, and it is wonderful at the house right now.
I'm jealous because it rains here and it just goes, hey, the heat index is the same, but the humidity is now 110. We're not sure how that works, but it's 110. So it's in full swing, but for the last like 3 weeks, with the exception of taking Vincent to the Mid America Science Museum up in Hot Springs, I've spent 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock outside every day since I'm not doing summer school now. So, yeah, I've gotten used to being hot. But also, all my tomatoes ripened, so now I have a ton of tomatoes. Whenever my child doesn't eat them himself, like I thought I had 6, and all of a sudden there's 3, and my child just has cheeks poofed out to ear to ear. Which I can't be mad at him because he's eating something healthy.
Well, I've been out working. What days I was able to work last week was I'm so wet when I come in, I felt like I've already had a shower.
Have you been making salt deposits?
Believe it or not, no.
Oh, that's good. One of the last days when I pulled my shirt off after I'd let it dry just a little bit, it had, salt cakes cracking on it.
Other than what's naturally in the food or put in the food when it's cooked, I don't intake salt in.
My wife salts her salt. Okay, she didn't come in here and glare at me.
Oh shit! Yeah, but it's happening.
It's probably going to happen soon. But yeah, the big thing this week was we did the interview with two warriors yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't actually watched it. But
Oh, I haven't. We didn't live stream it. We recorded it, and I realized we could have just done a full screen of the webcam, and then I could have played it through something else and made it look a little bit better instead of setting it up to look like it. But whatever. It's really neat. I got the audio pretty clean. I'm going to get Bosch and Jed to look at it before I post it because it was a really good time. We got free mead to drink and sample. They have a muscadine, a Mayhaw mead, which means I now have bought a Mayhaw mead.
Nice.
It is, it's really, really good. They also have a Boucher, which is they caramelize the honey beforehand, and honey expands 8-1. So, if you boil 5 gallons of honey, or you caramelize 5 gallons of honey, you need something that can hold 50 gallons of honey, which means they have a very, very, very large broiler slash fish fryer type setup that has been converted to caramelize honey. And that means that once a year they basically play with edible napalm to make what is called the Bobby Boucher. Because, of course, they named it after Waterboy. But I'm not going to lie, it's really good. It tastes like toasted marshmallows.
To partake.
What's that?
I have to partake of that.
They will, by the time y'all get up here, I don't think it'll be ready, but I'll try to keep an eye out so I can grab you a bottle. But the Mayhaw, here in 2 weeks, anybody that wants to try the Mayhaw mead, it's there, as well as the blood orange mead and raspberry mead that we made. Which they gave us some really good pointers, most of which are on techniques, not on the flavor was fine, but to clarify it and maybe get some of the yeast out of it earlier than we did.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to double check my corn wine because tell you what, racking that out of getting the filtering that down through away from the solids. Ooh, that stuff was thick. I like custard thick.
You basically made corn syrup.
No, it's more the consistency of like cut like almost like custard, like lemon custard for lemon meringue pie kind of thing. That consistency. And so I'm gonna see what I needed to get a new hydrometer because mine broke, so I can kind of check it. Although with that viscosity, I don't know how well it's going to do because the viscosity in that is it's high. It's literally the viscosity of motor oil.
It's
So
thick.
yeah, so I'm let it set, let it go until it stops, and then I may either take this gallon batch and turn it into a gallon and a half by diluting it with water just to get it mixed. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see.
It's an experiment. I gotta
It
go by.
is.
I gotta go by the old house and see if figs are ready yet, because Scott hasn't told me if they're ready or not yet. So we'll just have to drive by and check it. But if they are, I'm gonna more than likely attempt to make a fig mead.
I checked my forage pear tree today, and in about 2 weeks, I ought to be able to get some more of the pears I made my second place pear mead with.
Nice. Oh, I have also made something that's very delicious recently. I took, I made a simple syrup, but I put basil and rosemary in it instead of mint or anything else, and it makes a hell of an old fashioned.
Well, me and Misha talking uh, the other day. The longer it goes, the more it seems like me and her are just. I mean, me and her beer isn't exactly super agreeing with us as much as it used to.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that, and a lot of it's got to do like with like after effects. Like I still don't get hungover. I just feel like shit. Like that dehydration gets to me, and it's not just to have a shit day the next day. Um, However, I want to try to get into more like find some good like tiki drink recipes to try. Um, and see if I like that. We're also at some point going to. I'm gonna make a. We're gonna make a blackberry simple syrup. Uh,
Emily has some that she made from our blackberries. I've also made a hell of an old fashioned with that too.
yeah, and essentially try to recreate the Sir Winston from the wedding.
Uh, the heads up, the closest I've gotten to that is I took half an ounce of the basil rosemary and a full ounce of the blackberry when I was making my old fashioned. Really nice. It is why I don't have bourbon anymore.
So yeah, that's So yeah, we're gonna start looking into that. Well, maybe see if I can find something that I like.
It's called Old Rasputin. It'll cure your dislike of beer because you will
I
only
mean,
want to drink one.
I don't like to chew my beer.
You don't have to chew it. It helps, but you don't have to chew it. Oh, also, I made a sign for M. That's the stains drying on it right now. It's called the Scale and Stone Tavern and Bookstore. The motto is books and box, stacks and stouts. It is if a bookworm owned a bookstore and it was also a tavern. The burn came out real clean. I'll have a picture posted later.
Did y'all happen to see my post on Facebook about the first nuclear test?
Oh, you were talking about Trinidite?
Yeah,
I saw it. Uh, I don't think I read through all of it because it was on my phone. Do you have pieces of it?
I have 120 pieces of it.
Is it? It's past its half life, right?
Oh yeah, it's safe unless you ingest it.
Well, you shouldn't ingest any type of glass.
But it's basically the sand was superheated and formed a glass. It's still got a sandy surface look to it. It's not smooth like glass, but when you hold a light up to it, it's got a greenish tint.
Are you gonna make Trinidite jewelry?
No, I'm going to. I've got 10 pieces pulled out for my personal collection, and the others I'm going to take to oddities and sell them as uh, oddities and one of a kind. You can own a piece of history type stuff.
That is cool. If you took that to Wasteland, I'd bet you'd make bank.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. And for reference, the where you were talking about that auger for the tennis that mortise auger, that handheld one.
yeah.
When you were describing it, I was thinking of a beam drill, like the old hand crank beam drills.
For everybody that's listening at home, we were looking at Timu earlier. Stay tuned for future content connected to that.
Yeah, you see this hand drill quite often on a lot of the survival sites, but basically it allows you by hand to turn a log that you find or a branch that you find on the forest floor, put a tenon
Yeah,
on one end, put a mortise in the other, and you can basically build furnitures and hammers and all kinds of stuff out of it.
It's really cool. Oh, before I forget this, hey Knox, did you know you can get an owl bear in Vampire Survivors?
no?
Yep. Have you unlocked the library?
The second stage, yeah.
Yeah. If you kill 10 of the floating lion heads, you unlock a owlbear that throws bombs at people.
Fun fact: those lion heads are
Isn't that President Knox?
that President Buer.
Buer, that's right.
That is that those are in fact viewers.
Hooray for the Goetia.
Which is where I got the name. And apparently the island of Crete has, I think it's Crete. Uh,
What happened?
Sorry, I had my phone. I will be back in a second. That's Mish, and I gotta take this.
Okay. So how's your hand healing up, Cannon?
I I think it's healing okay, but I've not had a chance to have a good look at it because they put uh, three strips over the tip of it after I almost knocked the attendant out trying to deaden it with uh, lidocaine, and they super glued it. They put three probably 1/8 inch wide strips across the tip of it to hold it closed, and those strips have not completely come off yet. It's still seeping and bleeding a little bit, but
Did you just
I think that's more from the cut along the edge of the nail on the perimeter than it is the actual cut on the tip.
catch it on the rim of the cement mixer?
I had turned the cement mixer off and I grabbed a hold of the rim to spin the barrel so I could get a better access with my hoe without the blades being in the way. Wasn't paying attention and spun it too fast and too far before I moved my finger, so it caught between the drive rail and the drive gear.
Ooh. Yeah, I was afraid that's what happened.
It was more of a crush than a cut.
Ugh.
But fortunately, it didn't break anything.
That's good. Luckily, nothing like that when I've been working on anything. The worst I've had is I smashed my hand while throwing bricks into the bottom of a new flower bed I built underneath my bedroom window. Put rosemary and lavender in it so at least it'll smell nice. But also spices. I don't know if the lavender will come back, but I know that the rosemary will.
I think you have to plant lavender every year unless you let it actually go to seed and it reseeds itself voluntarily.
So, but that's built that because they had fence pickets on sale at Home Depot, and the big, like, someone bought a bunch of them and returned them, but they were covered in dirt and had been on a job site and rained on, so they put them in the 75% off section. So I grabbed those.
Yeah, I use the treated dog ear fence pickets for my concrete forms because they were $1.98 a board, I think it was, for 6 foot, and I could get a full form out of each 6 foot piece.
Nice. But like,
And it looks like I'll be able to reuse those same forms for the level pad on top of my concrete piers once I get the blocks stacked.
that's good. Main thing I gotta do this next week is work on that bookcase I was telling you about before we went on stream, and then mow. Those are like the two big jobs I have. However, I think Em's told me I also am supposed to do something for myself since we're not doing the camping trip now. It was bad. I almost decided I'd go into it by myself, but then I would just be hot in Arkansas by myself. And I can be hot in Louisiana by myself for way less money. Thinking by yourself in the woods is always good.
Yeah, I want to make a trip to Arkansas and hit the maybe hit some of the crystal dig sites and maybe hit the Crater of Diamond State Park.
We looked at that one, but then we realized that would be in the direct sunlight digging through dirt. And that turned a couple people off of that one. But also looked at Petty Jean as well and a couple other parks, but Devil's Den had like a bunch of CCC from the New Deal type stuff still built there, and kind of wanted to see some of that because that's about to be a century old. You can't go in the caves anymore, though.
Yeah, we went out west and Dusty liked the idea of going into a cave, so we went on the Wind Cave tour in I think it's South Dakota or yeah, South Dakota, and that was awesome.
They have a endangered bat species that lives in the caves at Devil's Den now, so you're not able to go into it. But also, since they can't have a ranger at the caves at all times, uh, they've pretty much said, "Nah, you can't go in there." So I can kind of understand that from a standpoint of we don't want to be blamed for this, but also part of me goes, if you get yourself killed going into a cave because you're not skilled enough to do the cave exploring yourself, you probably shouldn't have gone in the cave in the first place. So I don't have as much pity. But it's still kind of a shame.
Yeah, Wind Cave, they take you around and they show you where the original entrance was, when it was first discovered, and the hole is so tiny. I don't know how in the hell anybody ever got in there.
I'm not sure. I've done a couple caves, like the one that's at Silver Dollar City in Missouri. Like they show you how people, like, they blasted out a hole and put in a vernacular train so you could get out. But it used to be when you got there, either you could climb through a little hole that they still had there, or you had to turn around and go all the way back. And my thing is that I'd be very tempted to fit my fat ass through the tiny hole because I don't want to go all the way back through the cave.
And then you'd be poo stuck in the hole getting honey.
I might be able to wedge my way out. Then again, every time I've been in a cave, they always like there's a pond or there's a flowing water in there. Like, people try to explore this. Yeah, hell no. You have fun with that. I ain't going in water when there's rock above my head. Like, my relationship with water is if I go up, there's air. But if I go up and hit my head on rock, we have a serious problem. I no longer want to be here. So all the people that cave dive, more power to them. But I just that hits like 3 different nopes on my list. So, do you have to go back to the doctor for your finger anytime soon?
They wanted me to go see a hand surgeon within a couple, 3 days of leaving the emergency room. But my opinion was, it's just skin, ain't nothing broke. Why do I need to go see a hand surgeon? I'm just going to let it heal.
I mean, if you can still bend the finger, it doesn't sound like you need to have anything done with the. Doesn't sound like the tendon got torn.
I'm back.
I have had very little pain with it. On occasion, it will start to throb and burn a little bit, but otherwise, I've not been having any problems bending it other than the bandage that's on it.
Emily brought me dinner, so I got broccoli.
Nice.
So my family has finally accepted the baby name.
Have they accepted the baby name, or have they just sucked it the fuck up?
I'm gonna count it either way because my mom keeps saying it so that she seems to like it. My dad's accepting it. So
Basically, they have accepted the fact that they don't have any damn say in the baby name.
oh no, they haven't accepted that. They just know that I'll probably tell them they can't come around her. So, but yeah, looking forward to Freya being here in a month. I know Emily is because that baby is a kickboxer. And has been wearing her out.
Yeah.
If I talk to her, I get kicked in the face.
I mean, I can't.
Have you seen the reverse footprints yet?
No, not yet. She mostly starts beating them up at work. But also looking forward to seeing everybody here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The Blanc's even going to make it up.
Hell yeah.
So that'll be good. Let's see. started already talking to Bosch about Extra Life, about how we're going to have to set up his living room and to make sure that his house will be available for it, because now that he has someone else living there, you know, she has a say in it too.
Absolutely.
So,
and she could just sit, she could have a place at the table if she wants to.
100%. But also be ready for the Monstrosity 2.0.
I mean, it's only going to get better.
We say that, but I might be doing 4 legs instead of
3.
3. It might be more of a scaffold type setup.
I mean,
more anchor points. So that should be fun. But I'm looking more at physical logistics than actually what we're doing, because, yeah, I'm going to be MIA for about 2 months. Unless Emily really, really, really wants to play Holy Winds, and then we'll be on and you might hear the baby in the background.
I mean, that's fair.
So,
I have found out that I really like the new Husky modular system for like their toolboxes and stuff.
oh,
You know how you got like the Milwaukee and stuff, all the quick connect and stackable, lockable toolboxes and shit. I have made the decision that I'm going to deal with. I'm gonna go all in on Husky.
Husky
It is
does.
cheap.
Husky makes a pretty decent product. That's why I use as a cell phone holder all the time.
It is relatively cheap. It is like the ones that I bought 2 of them yesterday. They were $21 a piece. One of them is now my Magic Commander case. The other one is my Digimon deck case. They are and they fit 100 double sleeved cards beautifully. So that solves a good storage issue. Different sizes, different types uh, of containment means that they have a slim one, which is like 2 inches thick, which is going to be near perfect for a lot of jewelry supplies. They have a big rolly one that you can then stack a bunch of other ones on top of it, which is nice. But as far as my crafts and stuff like that, like I have an older Husky one. It's not this one. It's an older version of the thing, but it's one of the tall, like the 4-foot tall, slide it back to open up the bottom, and then you have a toolbox on top kind of thing. I have that, and that's what my leather stuff is in, and that works pretty well. It gives me enough space to hold bigger stuff at the bottom and stuff like that. But as far as a lot of the other crafts that I have, like woodworking stuff, isn't leaving where it's at. It isn't leaving the shop, the man cave where I do all my work. If it does leave at any point, it'll be from there into my personal shop, which may not even do that, but it may just keep everything over here on this side. This side of this shop will be for woodworking. So getting but the big ones, it's $95. So it's about $100 for a 4 foot tall rolling case. I just don't have anything in the current craft that I have. I really don't have anything that justifies that much. Like, it'd be a waste of space, if you follow me. I don't have anything that justifies that much space. That it wouldn't be a waste. Where a smaller case would do me well, even when it comes down to like mini painting supplies and stuff like that, like my paints and all of that stuff. But I mean, that's not exactly going to be a take around with me. That's going to be there's going to be a desk that is going to be specifically set up for that.
It's the same thing with me. Every time they put like the Milwaukee or the Husky Rolly case on sale, I'm very tempted. But I've already bought somebody. Was it the HDX? Maybe not HDX. Whatever the Walmart version of a cheap parts bin, like the 2 for $9 parts organizers. That's what I got all my D&D minis in. Is so many of those. And the regular Home Depot version locks in the same way as them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they ever make a Rolly Wheel of that one, I will probably end up buying it, because then I could move a bunch of minis into the portable thing, just simply so that it's easier for me to roll it in, roll it out. But
Yeah.
I might not do that, because literally it's like a little file organization system in my closet right now. Speaking of which, I need to paint a bunch of blight bringers or plague bringers.
And I gotta one day I'll be able to paint again.
I just gotta get those, because they would be. I'm trying to find more modern minis to have for Extra Life this year, since it's going to be sci-fi. I am trying, but there is not a ton of modern minis that you don't have to buy individual pieces of, or sell your soul to Games Workshop for.
Yeah.
Like, I really wish there was more Necromunda stuff here, because that would probably work great.
You can always find it online, but I mean, it's not exactly super.
I wish my game shop had it, so I could give my game shop money. Is more along the lines with that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, we have an issue.
Yeah.
All the ladies sent stuff again this time.
Oh, they can go. They go to hell. They go to hell and they die.
No, we love them.
I didn't say anything about that.
So I am opening all 4 of the links: 2 from Claire, 1 from Mish, and 1 from my loving wife and daughter to be. So I got those open, and
Is the one that starts with Badger Road?
I'm waiting for them to open, because the first one's not wanting to, because the first one Claire posted was... First one was just a realtor, was Annie Street, Kulaloa, but that one doesn't want to load. Hold on, let me see this.
It might be. It might have gotten taken down.
Let me do this. Copy.
No?
Is it popping up for you?
Yeah.
So it's just me.
On
Realtor.ca is being real slow for me. So I'm assuming that's in Canada.
it is, in fact. All right, we got them all.
I got it on Remax.
Yeah.
I hope it's all the same pictures. If y'all will look it up on Remax, I'm gonna I'm gonna pull this up.
Remax.
Okay, do I not have... Okay, I must have deleted the thing from the last time I had it up. So gonna do a browser capture. Okay, that is not what I need to pull up. Not a window capture.
Oh,
Inbox messages await the operator.
What is that?
my incision itches like hell.
Okay, so let me cut this down. Are y'all on picture one of this house?
Yes. Give me 2 seconds. I have to make a phone call real quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
not an issue. Let's see, does it actually... I will be right back, Ken, and I'm going to go grab a beverage.
All right.
All right, I'm back.
I have returned.
All right,
As have I.
all right. Has everybody got it on Realtor?
Yep.
I don't know why the .ca didn't want to open on my computer, but first picture. That's a lot of stucco. I'm very familiar with that type of awning over a front door, though. What about y'all?
Old school, old porch.
The metal
Shotgun style.
backyard's not bad. That's a skinny ass chimney.
I was about to say that's a narrow ass chimney.
Santa Claus got to do some dieting to get down that one. We got the antenna being held up by a small radio tower. Big picture of the bushes.
Yeah, side deck.
There's a trailer in the backyard.
Camper.
It looks like its lot goes kind of square. Why'd Claire pick this one? What's
I mean, we ain't
okay? I like the door on number 8 and the wagon wheel for the chandelier.
that old school. And this is very updated Momo's kitchen.
Got the linoleum. I don't think
No ladder for the top cabinets.
that's where you stick all the stuff you don't need, and that's when your grandson comes over to get it out, is probably what Mama would say.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an old stove. That is an old stove, and we got some water damage,
But it's a gas stove.
which means that
A
thing
gas
probably
range.
still probably works. And then we got
Yeah.
then we get another kitchen. Then we get second kitchen that has much newer appliances and a drawer that it's probably one of those flip outs. Okay, number 11's nice.
Oh, the wood burning stove.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not hating this place. Like, I really like the door in number 12. Okay, that bedroom opens up to the wood fire stove room. Probably because that bedroom is the living room. Number 14 is a weird shower.
And a pink bathroom.
This is giving me vibes of kind of like a... Oh, look at the faucet on the sink in number 15.
You mean the pipe?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so that is a small sink.
That's a big sink for a small sink.
17. 17. Everything is sus.
That is a bunk bed, a loft bed over the stairwell.
Held up. I don't know how many. I hope they anchored that because the only other thing on that corner are 2 2x4s. And I'm going to say this: that wasn't a little kid looking at the number of headphones.
Yeah, that the
Huh?
This is what happens when you doubt Claire, Hewitt.
Yeah. This right here, just Canon. Your input. Shit.
I think it's a creative use of space, to be honest.
It is, but I'm just not sure it's secure.
It's if you look real close, you'll see nail holes or drill bit holes double in each of the studs.
Okay. Still, I feel like this was the least favorite child. Okay, we got another tiny sink. Nox, tiny toilet.
Yeah. Still bigger than the other one.
Fleece blanket bed and the... Again, I really like the doors. Because those are good, solid wood doors. And I like the floors up here because you can still see fucking mirrors. This is a living room with the murder closet that's also some of the same B-board style walling. Are you going to take us into the murder shed? No, but then we go back to the camper that's like got trails through the knee-high grass. Okay.
That's the mother-in-law house.
I like how the last picture looks like the slow pan into a murder scene at the start of a CSI episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of that house I didn't object to. I like the floors, like the old hardwood floors and the old hardwood doors. The bunk bed over the stairs is still a little sus to me.
I'm still not a fan of the shitter in the downstairs bathroom.
The tiny toilet. All right. Next is the other one Claire found for us. The 19 Badger Road.
I didn't see a 19 Badger Road.
It is the second one Claire posted because it should say 19 Badger Road, Ennis, Montana.
July 4th.
Yep.
While Canada's doing that, this is a $5,250,000 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 15,552 square feet. Your estimated payment is only 33,266 a month.
So first thing I'm going to say is I'm getting like some like God, what was it called? The something of motion, like one of the old school Epcot buildings that don't exist anymore. The World of Motion. Like I think the only ones left up are the land and then the empty one that used to be the health pavilion. And I think everything else has been torn down. Or doesn't even have Figment in it anymore. But that's a bridge off the side of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bridge. How many acres is this on, Nox? Or does it say?
Property detail, lot size 27, about 28 acres.
So $5 million or $5.25 million for just a little bit around the same amount of land Cannon has.
Single family residence built in 2008. Passive solar, radiant floors, and wood.
If you look at number 2, there's the solar panels.
Yeah. No AC.
Fuck a what now?
It's in Montana. You don't need AC.
Also, look at the silo tubing that's been turned into the guest house. That's a culvert, isn't it?
Probably.
Okay, so there is a handicap ramp that goes to the bridge that goes to what used to be a door, it looks like, that has an air vent. Is that a stage?
It may in fact be a drawbridge. Drawbridge style door. And yes, that is in fact a stage.
That is a stage. Okay, number 5, I like the outbuilding.
Okay,
That was
so
that
that's
silo you're talking about.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, next we got, I'm assuming, the furnace in number 7? Or is that a trash burner?
That's a pizza oven.
For number 7?
Pizza oven or a wood boiler, one of the two.
Okay, number 8 is wonderful. We would just have to organize it because that's a shop. That is a very nice shop. Hey, Kyle, Murder Fan's back from the weird from the weird bridge house up in Minnesota.
Fuck yeah.
Unfinished plywood walls in the first bedroom.
Excuse me, sir. That is finished. Those are finished plywood walls. It's natural wood. What the fuck?
What number?
10. I didn't realize the bathroom could be this fucking loud.
Okay. Okay. I hate the yellow tile in the tub. Because that was done intentionally. And it makes me angry.
Oh, there's a couple of those. There's the green and blue one next to it. It's the same thing.
Tiny toilet, too.
It's an efficiency.
Okay. Here's a bedroom with a poster bed, bunk bed, and then a tool rack. And a punching bag.
And Fallout Monopoly, dog.
Bro, this is a place you find it. Okay, I really like that stairwell. Was this owned by a band? Look at all the fucking beer cans and like the massive amps. Was this left over from a concert? Oh shit. All the musical instruments too. Okay, the kitchen's nice.
Except everything's on the fucking counter.
Well, yeah, because people were moving out. I don't know what's happening. Like, there is a story here that we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and then we move straight into fucking modern on number 15.
In a white room with no curtains in Montana.
And it looks like air vents over what... Is there a greenhouse underneath this? Someone's freaking arts and craft corner over there? And a treadmill?
Ping pong table.
Ping pong table.
Ping pong table.
Okay, you're right. It is a drawbridge door.
Yeah.
Is this somebody's doomsday bunker? Okay, 18 makes me think of American Psycho. So does 19. Okay, 20's weird. Because the toilet paper's on the cabinet door. And I think all three of us are too tall to fit in that tub. What the... Okay, number 22, it has cubbies.
Yeah.
It looks like they had another, like, workshop kitchenette up here on 23. Number 24 has sliding doors.
Like modern barn doors.
Yeah. Okay, this kitchen's really nice, but there was another kitchen downstairs. Is this
probably a...
Is this
apartment.
Is this... Oh, no. This
is the
silo tube.
Yes, this is the guest house.
Dude.
Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense.
There was no warning there. But yeah, this would be nice. The fuck was happening on this property though?
Okay.
Because the worst thing on this is the bathroom. Everything else is kind of weird, and I think we all want that shop, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, there's two things about this shop, though, if we were to buy this multi-million-dollar piece of property and all move to Montana and start a commune. Murder fan has to still be included, and so does that antique family portrait that's over on that thing. I feel like if you take that... Okay, and the Delta table saw.
For $5 million, everything better be fucking staying.
Oh, there's a Jeep in number 8. Did you see that one?
I did on the left.
I missed that initially. Okay, this was kind of neat. All right, moving on to the one from Zillow, the one that Knox's wife posted. Claire didn't do us dirty this time, I don't think.
No, that was just really weird and neat.
It was, but also still suspicious about the bunk bed over the stairs. Useful, yes. I just don't know which child drew the short straw and had to sleep above the stairs. That seems like
I mean, that's legitimately where we don't have a favorite, but we have a least favorite.
the American version, the Canadian version of Harry Potter slept there.
Yeah.
All right, now we're moving on to 18813 Sims.
Gulf Shores, Alabama. $825,000, 6-bedroom, 3-bath, 4,039 square feet.
When
It
was
is
this
residential.
built?
It was built in 1901. It has window units for AC. 1.8 acres. $204 a square foot. Estimated payment $5,090 a month.
Okay. Looking at picture 1, that oak tree got to go. Y'all see the one I'm talking about?
Okay. We're gonna pause for the cause, and I'm going to read this because okay.
Did somebody die here?
For the first time in over 45 years, a true landmark property is being brought to the market. If only these walls could speak, they would tell the tales of Al Capone and how this historic home was once used as a gateway for the infamous mob bosses in the early 1900s. Mere minutes from the beautiful beaches of the Alabama Gulf Coast, this extraordinary piece of solid concrete architecture was started in 1901 and not completed until 1906. 1.8-acre property includes 264 feet of waterfront on Brights Creek, which is just off the Bon Secours River, a place the locals know is fitting for the meaning of the name Safe Harbor. And the 4,039 square foot home consists of 2 connected structures with a second-story breezeway that includes 6 bedrooms, 5 fireplaces, and a wood stove. Juliet herself would swoon at the fact that every bedroom has a balcony fit for a princess. The main house's grand entrance boasts original iron railings and concrete-formed steps opening up to a large living area with a wood-burning fireplace and stunning spiral staircase ascending to the second story. There is a storm/root cellar located under the kitchen floor, and rumor has it there's a hidden room that has yet to be found.
Ooh.
Dripping in moss-covered oak trees, the landscape slopes gently towards the 2 boat docks, which provide plenty of room for mooring. The potential and opportunity this property excludes is endless, and if you have the vision and a love of history, you won't want to miss seeing this gem and making it your own.
Yeah,
So
but
the Al Capone house.
Yeah, but that oak tree still got to go, though.
That oak tree is a live oak tree, and it's probably windblown from storms coming in that caused the shape that's already facing away from the house. Why take it down? However,
I'm saying
the
how
one
close.
on the one on the right hand side of the screen definitely got to go.
Yeah, I'm still saying that's too close to the house for me if it keeps growing. But it might be at max size. Okay, first off, this is like every old garden district home from the outside looking at it, right?
Yeah.
I also feel like in number 3, we about to walk into a horror movie. Like put that in sepia tone or in black and white with some music. Number 4 is just 2 steps closer.
Yeah.
Number 5 is just 5 steps closer. Okay. That's a.
Hmm.
Is that a painted concrete floor?
Yes.
Oh shit! If you don't have those AC units on, right, that is gonna sweat. This is bougie.
Hmm.
Okay, this is just nitpicking. I don't like the like little dip in for the front door. But you got a little sitting area. You got a weird ass staircase. You got on either side of the fireplace what probably used to be glassed in bookcases that are now holding Tupperware. How much would you have to pay to re-stucco everything in here?
That's not stucco, dude.
Is that just concrete or is that plaster?
That is all concrete.
Oh, I don't want to have to. That's gonna be expensive. Okay, the bathroom where like the staircase comes by while you're trying to poop is too narrow for my shoulders. Also, you got a shitting assistant type seat. I'm not wrong, right? That does not look like it would be a comfortable toilet.
And according to the heater under the table, this house is not heated other than the fireplaces.
I also don't like. I understand because these walls are concrete, but I always hate it when I walk into a place that's supposed to be where somebody lives, not like a place you work, where the box is on the outside of the wall for both the outlet, which is ungrounded, and the light switch. But I mean, that's going to be the whole thing with this house because it's solid concrete walls.
And it was built in 1906. There was no electricity at the time.
I don't hate the bathtub, but there's no shower. But that's a soaker tub. But your bathroom, like the size of a whole bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, number 12 is where we all die after we've been drinking.
And
Yeah.
on number 11, you can attain from that picture that there was no plumbing placed in this house in 1906 because all the plumbing pipes are cased in with wood.
Yep.
But yeah, number 12 is where we die, Knox.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Actually, no. You and I are big enough that we would start falling and we would just be wedged.
Yeah. This is where my wife died.
Oh, God, the carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the door. I'm not mentioning the wall. That's just going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby clock.
Antique desk though.
The desk is nice. That's like a nice little kid desk, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Walking into another bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shower.
Huh.
That's the type of shower, like, just open drain at the bottom, so don't, like, take off all your jewelry before you get in there, I guess. But that makes me think of summer camp when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Also, well, I will say this, there is one convenience, though. You can totally turn on the water before getting in there because of where they place the handles. But if you slip, you're also going to, like, exfoliate the hell out your back. Okay, number 17 is where exorcisms happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to take the furniture out of room 18, but I have a question about what's on the ceiling.
It's track lighting.
That's that looks like cast iron bolted into the concrete that was painted over.
It's adjustable track lighting.
Anyway, so this room is probably haunted.
I got a feeling it smells funny. Because look, they just cut, you can see where they cut the carpet so the door would swing open. Okay, 19 is also going to smell funny.
Yeah.
That's a lot of loud fabric. A lot of water damage. And a fireplace.
That's where the water damage happened.
Yeah, you can see it falling down along that edge. Okay, also you can see why there's some water damage because it's a fucking flat roof where the balcony opens up. Okay, number 22 is probably the room we would hang out in.
Yeah.
And also probably play with the giant Hot Wheels track thingy. Oh, Kyle, they got birds.
Burb.
Okay. Okay, I take that back. 25's where we're hanging out, and we're also leaving with all that cast iron. Like, please.
I feel it is time to once again, it's that time of year for me to reiterate how much I absolutely despise people using cast iron and antique tools as fucking decor.
You could reseason those. Like, dude, there is over $400 of cast iron in this picture that could be used.
How much you want to bet every single one of them fucking things is spray painted black?
Don't do this to me.
Anyway, your cellar entrance underneath the table.
Yep, that's where the Deadites live.
Now,
I'm still hurt by the cast
here's the
iron
thing.
for decoration, though.
Here's the thing. That table will survive nuclear fallout.
That is a good.
Or it is being held up by the chairs. One of the there is no middle ground.
I'm still hurt because you can see that the cast iron extends over the fireplace bar grill that I'm assuming goes into the kitchen. If this hasn't sold yet, Nox, we have to go liberate that for its own safety. It goes into the kitchen, and then there's all the glassware in the windows. Nice stove, though.
Heck, I'll be back in a second.
Are you going to go take Misha's water? Kenan, I'm not wrong for being frustrated at all the cast iron on the wall, right?
No.
Like, can I at least hope slightly that whoever owns this place keeps those seasoned and they just go and look at the wall like a really weird filing system to figure out which one they want? I mean, I know they don't do that. But I can hope, right?
Ah.
Yeah, Nox, it's the stove's nice in the kitchen.
No, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead. I'm on 28. I'm scared.
Okay, 27. You're on 28 with all the... Why did...
Yeah, there it is.
Faux barnwood. Asbestos gas heater.
So they So here's what it looks like. It looks like they put faux barnwood on the top half to make it look like wainscoting. Or they actually put they actually put wainscoting. They had to look at the corner.
It doesn't meet. No, that's a cable coming down from that above heater that's making the line off.
So I think it's both.
It,
Not to mention the missing slat at the top over the window.
and the other two are loose because you can see the gap in between. The bathtub's probably nice, but also that heater is. Why the fuck there a bungee cord?
I'm gonna leave now. Okay. Yard.
Why was there a bungee cord?
Just
Okay,
go to yard.
and then we get to creek access that definitely lets you know you can hide a body. Then we get to the place. Okay, I rephrase it because we'd be pissed about all the cast iron. We'd probably hang out in this tin barn.
Well, I mean, you got to hang out in. And we'd have to hang out in it if we're gonna fucking finish it.
Then there's a boat. Then there's a boat, and then there's a whole hoist for the boat ramp. Okay. Pretty big grill on number 35. Looks like a guest house on number 36.
Nope, that's the that's part of the whole fucking thing.
Oh. Wind
Maybe.
chime. Wind chime with the back screened in
Yeah.
porch. I think they just on 39, they just really want us to notice this damn boat.
Yeah.
Okay. If the boat has to come with the house, and if we get it, I'd name it the Bubba Gump.
And now I'm sinking the motherfucker.
You're sinking the boat because I said that?
No, just in general. I'm taking anything of value off of it. I'm flipping the fucking thing upside down and I'm sinking it so that we have structure for soccer life.
Then we got on number 41, there's the kennels. And then 42 is a aerial view, I guess, of the creek. This one hurt my soul simply because of the kitchen. Which
that
one?
is not that's not a creek to me.
That looks like an inlet.
It looks like a fucking floodplain. That's what the fuck it looks like.
Dude, we're south of Arkansas, all of us. We all live in a floodplain.
Oh no. I mean like a tidal floodplain. Like hurricanes coming in, this goes underwater for a few days.
I mean, you
Like,
can
that's
see
why the boat is there.
You see the big, huge marsh that's just past where all the houses are. I don't know, man. People I know we've learned to live in marginal areas in this part of the country because we kind of had to. They keep building shit in places you don't need to build in, though. Okay, last one. The one from my wife. For $5.85 million, 380 Bayside Circle, Monroe, Louis. Oh my God, this is here.
Yeah, she said that. She said it's supposedly the most expensive house in Monroe. So, $5,850,000. So this does in fact come in as the most expensive house of the night. 4-bedroom, 8-bath, 7,792 square feet. Estimated payments $37,165 a month. It is a single-family residence built in 2000. It has central and multiple heating units, central air, 3+ units. It has a garage. It comes with 2 acres, $751 per square foot.
Hold on a second. I gotta see something because there's a map. There was. I'm gonna have to Google where this is.
Lee Ledbetter masterpiece located on a most extraordinary peninsular location on a bend of a gorgeous bayou in an upscale part of Monroe. Built entirely of mahogany.
Inbox messages to the operator.
Okay.
Centered on a 22 by 44 paneled living room with a 22 foot ceiling. A luxurious primary bedroom wing, a back gallery that takes you back centuries, a classic boathouse, a huge pool and hot tub, and a boardwalk all around its 625 feet of waterfront with bayou views from every room in every direction.
First off, I'm gonna have to look on this on Google Map to see where the fuck this
38
actually is.
3808 Bayside Circle.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out where. Remember, where Bayside. That's either in River Oaks or that is just north of town. Okay, can we all say that picture one looks photoshopped?
If you actually go back down, go back to the splash page, like get out of the pictures and scroll down. Underneath the overview, there is it's River Oaks. It's
Okay. Yeah, I know where this
Let's see
is
it.
then. I now 100% know where this is. Oh god.
So, did you catch the mahogany part?
Yeah, I did. Mahogany. I did. King Emma would be happy, but I also know this bitch floods. Well, let me rephrase that. It should flood, but they turn on the water pumps all the time and flood. They pump into the the Chauvin Basin, and then when that overfills, it fills up over where my old apartment was and where Chris and Nate used to live, over back near Euro Lim, and they will flood the low income housing area to make sure River Oaks doesn't flood.
Yeah.
Which tracks.
Yeah, it does.
I automatically hate this on number 4. That is a piece of furniture and that is a room that serves no fucking purpose. By the way, is Mish home, Nox?
She is not.
Okay, when she gets home, take her water bottle.
She's dealing with some stuff right now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. This is no one has. I'm on. Going through. I'm on 7. No one has ever walked in this room.
I don't think anyone's ever been in
And
6.
no one ever will.
Okay,
Yes,
8's not terrible. It's a study. Oh, those floors are gonna get fucked up. Number 9. That's not terrible on 9.
Not a fan. I'm not a fan of the
the
gallery, the long gallery like that. Not a fan. Give me let it go. Let's bring it all the way. Let's bring it all the way to the posts, and give me a porch. I feel like that's a better use of space.
So far, there seems to be a lot of wasted space in this thing. Also, they want so much for this, but I'm looking at that. I'm looking at stuff that was used to build this, and it's not quality product because, I mean, it was made in 2000. Plus, this is giving me, like, the back porch and the pool area are giving me, like, high-end Disney Springs type hotel vibes type shit.
Yeah, very much so. If you go to 12, 5, 6, 7. There are at least
All those are
let's see.
doors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Minimum 15 doors.
Pool table's nice.
Yeah.
And
It said the house is made out of mahogany, but they painted every fucking inch of it.
are the floors supposed to be mahogany?
Yes.
Also, there's so many sitting areas and there's not a fucking TV.
None of this is for. There is a TV.
I'm on 13. There wasn't one yet. 14.
There is a. I can. So they see that little cabinet on the right. On
Which
the right of the.
which
On
number?
the right. 13. On the right of the fireplace.
Oh, that's
It's in there.
balls. Because that means half the seating area can't see the TV. Put that shit above the fireplace instead of your generic dentist office painting. You know, that's probably their kids, but still. I'm also going to say, I'm going to say this. I don't like the ceiling that is in 13 and 14.
Yeah. Never been a fan of that, like the compartmentalized ceiling like that.
Unless you painted something silly inside of each one. The kitchen's not bad. But I got a feeling the people who bought this house didn't use it. But they paid people to. There's a TV.
And 15.
And 15?
Kitchen TV.
Yeah. I absolutely hate 17. I absolutely 100% hate 17.
You wouldn't abject hatred of Miro.
That is too many mirrors. You're asking for problems.
Like the little the three-way mirror in the middle and a little alcove on the right. That I can get.
I understand that the people who had this house and the people that might actually eventually have the money to buy this house are going to be the type of folks that dress fancy. And so you need.
If you pay attention in 17 to the overall right-hand side of the picture, you will see that that is a picture of the room reflection in a mirror.
Yeah, it is. Still fucking hate it. Okay, in 18, that bed too big for the room. I also dislike that there's window doors in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Why you got... Okay, there's blinds. There's blinds. That's too many... There's too many windows. I hate 19. When I go to get a shower, I don't want to have to worry about blinds all the time. They obviously went hunting. This had to be a doctor or a very, very successful lawyer. Oh, God. Was this a clubhouse?
It looks that way.
Like these people, like look at the whole 21 and 22. You got that not real wood, that like plastic faux wood type planking and decking material. This looks like a damn park. I mean, number 23 looks like an advertisement for a frickin' Airbnb, like, or a resort. I
will be back in a moment.
Okay, 24 is the boathouse, but we never see in it. Cannon, this is too much for me, man.
That's people that's got way too much money and don't have no vision.
Okay, one, is it pretty? Yes. Is it functional? No.
No.
Like, if you wanted to have a very fancy show off that I got a bunch of money house, this is it. But this is just me. There's no place to garden. But these people don't garden. The people who had this didn't garden. They also don't get out and mow or trim anything. They pay people to. Lord. Least favorite house of the night. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Bleh. Okay, so we didn't have, I would say this, we didn't have any like outright objectionable or super weird houses like we've had in the past. There's just some suspect stuff. Is that fair?
Yeah, the houses lately have been a little lackluster compared to what we originally started with.
To be fair, that's because we started out with some of the rough ones. I have not been able to find that Verbo that I found that drove Nox so mad with the bad bed in Hot Springs. I think it's off the market now. Well, he took a phone call.
I am back.
All right. Yeah. Ken and I agree that was our least favorite house.
Yeah.
Because it was.
I mean, the boathouse looks like a mortuary.
It definitely has kind of a federal style to it, doesn't it? Yeah, anyway.
This house does not like.
That's not a
Another
house. That doesn't seem
another
like a
pet
house you
peeve.
live in.
It's another pet peeve of mine. The front of the house does not match the inside of the back.
The front of it makes it seem like you're pulling up and someone's going to valet park while you're here to enjoy yourself at the clubhouse. It has no flavor and it has no character. I think that's a safe thing to say, right?
Do you believe?
Like, that's the shit that would show up as the rich kid's house in a teen movie somewhere. But nothing about that house to me or its property seemed like it would be functional. Also, the amount of work I would have to do to afford that place means that I would never get to enjoy any of the fun activities in it. So whoever owned that must have been like a cardiologist or a lawyer. Shit, I mean, damn. Monroe does not have a ton of money. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow, everybody, with Holy Winds. We'll be back later in the week with Exposition. And I think that's all we got going on this week because I think Redwell is on an indefinite hiatus for right now. So that's all the social. We still have not partnered with another charity just yet because our charity clerics have not chimed in. But I think we're going to be pairing up with somebody that does something about childhood literacy. And so that's that. Socials, we are Team Bonus Action on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, which check us out because apparently now we got people actually checking out our Instagram because of Two Warriors. We're also at bonus_team on Twitter if you still got views left without having to pay. And you can always find us on teambonusaction.com. And Nox, since you're here,
we appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening. Hope we were at least a little bit entertaining. And until next time, folks, don't let your meatloaf.
thank you for tuning in to another Bonus Roundtable podcast brought to you by Team Bonus Action. If you'd like to find more out about us, you can go to our website at teambonusaction.com, or you can check us out on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as Team Bonus Action, or on Twitter at bonus_team. And since Nox is not here, don't let your meatloaf.